Today's episode, well, it's a little quieter conversation. This one is for the woman who follows every rule, checked every box, and still feels tired. And if that's you, my friend, I want you to stay with me because we are matching soul sisters and you belong here. So a sentence I hear almost daily from the women I coach, especially when they come into my containers or they meet me in a one-to-one consultation call, is, I did everything I was supposed to. So why does it feel like this? And you know how that goes. You built the business, you invested in the coaching, you've worked on your mindset, and you've stayed responsible. And yet you feel depleted in a way that doesn't make sense. And that confusion alone is exhausting. Welcome to the Manifest and Chill podcast. My name is Tracy Ftacek, and I teach high-achieving women how to manifest the life and business they desire while chilling the fuck out in the process. So let's dive in. Well, hello, my beautiful friends. We are back again in our 8-week series of chilling the fuck out. And I'm going to call out in this episode really something that I want to, normalize, especially for you, my friend, and the reason you're here. Exhaustion doesn't always come from working too much. It often comes, and I want this to land, caring too much without regulation. There is decades of neuroscience research behind this, including work from the American Psychological Association and Dr. Stephen Porges. And essentially it shows that rest doesn't restore us if the nervous system never feels safe. Hello, cortisol belly, right? We've all been there, and we may still be there right now. Neuroscience research actually shows that when the nervous system stays in a prolonged state of activation, even positive stress creates wear and tear on the body. Something researchers call allostatic load. And what that is, it's just a fancy word for you can love what you're doing and still be overwhelmed by how much you're holding on to. Sound familiar? I know. I've been there myself, and that's why we're here. This can be especially true for high-achieving women who are used to being capable. Because you don't collapse, you don't compensate, you adjust your expectations, you lower your needs, and you normalize depletion. Until one day, exhaustion becomes your baseline. And then you wonder what's wrong with you. And I'm here to tell you, nothing is wrong with you. You've just been strong for too long without the right kind of support. And this is where I want you to gently challenge something. If rest alone fixed this, if that 2-week vacation to Italy would fix this, that would be gone already. That sensation of exhaustion. If weekends were enough, you wouldn't still feel foggy on a Monday. And what you're craving, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not sorry to tell you because it's the truth and I know it's going to help you. What you're craving isn't time off. It's safety in your system. And here's a signal reset that you can look at. I want to give you a short practice that you can use when exhaustion doesn't lift, even after resting. So sit back where you are right now in your chair, unless you're driving, of course, and listening to this on the road. Pull off to the side of the road and take a moment. So sit back in your chair and press your feet gently on the floor. Let your shoulders drop just a little. Now, slowly look around the room and name 3 things you can see. No meaning in them, no narrative to them, just an observation. 3 things. Then take 1 slow breath in, and then a longer breath out. This is telling your nervous system something important. What it's stating is, I'm here, I'm safe, and I don't have to brace right now. You are literally, through that movement, through that guided meditation I just utilized with you, you are recoding your DNA. And this is something that I teach inside the Energy Aligned Business Strategy. We don't start with productivity. We begin with safety, because clarity doesn't return until your nervous system knows it can stand down. So if this feels subtle, that's the point. Regulation isn't dramatic. I think we're told if we go to these beautiful retreats and resorts like Miraval, which, by the way, I love Miraval. If we go on a yoga retreat to Costa Rica, or we utilize ayahuasca, we're going to have these transformative moments. Sometimes it's not the massive moves like that, which I highly recommend as a retreat host. It's the small, micro, subtle moments that will actually regulate you. And then by continuing repeating the process, this cumulative process, eventually you will feel transformed. And if you're realizing how long you've been operating without this kind of internal support, you're not too late. You're right on time. Inside the Energy Aligned Business Strategy is where this begins. Not with goals, not with hustle, but with rebuilding internal safety, just like I walked you through, so your clarity can come back online. You don't need more effort. You are a high-achieving woman. You've got all the effort in the world. You have within your one body, one cell, one DNA helix. You have more effort than most people in the rest of the world. You are part of that 1%. You just simply need a different way to hold what you're building. So if today's episode made you feel seen, please let that be enough. You don't have to solve anything right now. Just notice where you've been asking yourself to carry more than is reasonable. And we'll keep walking this path together. I love you all so much. I can't wait for you to hear the next episode in this 8-week series. Until then, I love you all, and I'll talk to you next time. If you found any value in this podcast, I would greatly appreciate if you would leave me a review below. If you have any questions or you want to get more information on the Energy Aligned Business Strategy, it is all listed in my show notes below. And feel free to send me a DM on Instagram to let me know how you felt after you walked through that guided meditation. I'd love to support you. I love chatting in the DMs on Instagram or LinkedIn. Have a beautiful day, my friend. And don't forget, manifest the life you desire, but let's chill the fuck out in the process.